Mr. Garcia, trustees, teachers, parents, and friends, welcome to the closing exercises of the Greenvale School. This ceremony is to honor the 36 graduates in front of us. Later, Ms. Ayanada and the 8th grade advisors will thank each of you individually on behalf of the community. Collectively, your class has modeled Greenvale well in intent and spirit. We have a lot to celebrate today. Let's open with the invocation given by Reverend Gideon Pollock, rector of St. John's in Cold Spring Harbor.
Let us pray. God of bold goodness, you are closer to us than even our own breath. We thank you for the great beauty of this day, and we thank you for the gifts present in this graduating class. We ask your presence in this ceremony as we seek to honor these graduates and the ways in which they reveal your goodness, your kindness, and your faithfulness. We thank you for all those who have prepared this class, for those whose work has made this day possible, and for the dedication of the faculty, staff, and parents who have shaped these young people into youth of character and distinction. We ask your blessing on this time, and we pray that we may find in it your gracious presence. Amen.
As is tradition, the 8th grade graduates choose a faculty member to speak. This year, the honor is given to Rachel Stewart, English teacher and 7th grade advisor who's relatively new to Greenvale, but quick to become a beloved teacher. Rachel Stewart.
Good morning. My 8th grade English class can attest to the fact that I often start or end our time together each day with a question, curiosity, or even wild theory about topics ranging from current events and pop culture to the problems with social media. I am captivated by their ranging opinions and hot takes because though most everyone here can say they spend a lot of time with teens and was once one themselves years ago, we know that they are very good at making sure we don't really know what's going on with them. It's our particular and exacting, and sometimes punitive, talent of teenagers. In particular this spring, as we came together for our daily allotted 40 minutes, I would try and sometimes fail to put myself in their shoes as they set off into a world that seems both more extreme and more unnavigable than the one I set off into the spring of 2009 as an 8th grader. The reason I struggled is this. There is so much in this world right now, even as an adult, that feels unrecognizable. Though every day we crawl a bit further out of a pandemic, there is still so much division between us. When we as a society take a step forward, it may very well be followed by 2 steps back. There is turmoil and disagreement at our fingertips, through our phones, computers, and televisions. No matter what side you're on, there is something to be up in arms about. Even the places that feel safe from this turmoil, like schools and churches, in recent weeks, don't carry that same sense of safety. And when we reach out for connection, as humans inherently do, sometimes we are met with silence. So this is why, when I look out at you 8th graders, I think to myself, how much more brave you must be than I ever was at your age. But even if you don't agree with my admittedly harsh worldview at this moment, I hope you can agree with this. No matter what, no matter who, we must always be prepared to care. What I'm referring to, of course, is a preparedness for a kind of feeling with. It's empathy. In the words of our friend Atticus Finch, it's the ability to climb inside someone else's skin and walk around in it. But you already know how to do this. You probably don't even think about it. It's that undercurrent in every interaction you have here with your peers and teachers. It's that warm and fuzzy feeling that one of the 8th grade parents here today described Greenvale striving for each day. It's that sense of mutual responsibility to each other that we as educators try to foster here and also balance carefully with the challenges of academic, athletic, and artistic pursuits. But as much as we would like to think that Greenville is fully responsible for your ability to consider the feelings of others, look around you and see your family. Parents, siblings, friends, all of these people have just as much a hand in creating this community of care. At a young age, in early childhood, some of the first steps of developing empathy come through encouragement to take responsibility for how you've made others feel, even if it was unintentional. You are shown how to partake in the act of apologizing and understand that apology is a kind of promise. You are also shown how to empathize with all living things through the tending of a garden with your once little hands, but especially in considering the needs of newly hatched ducklings. Even in the smallest and most vulnerable of creatures, we learn to empathize and see ourselves in their daily struggles and accomplishments. In the lower school, the groundwork laid in your first few years continues to be built upon through increased awareness and education through stories about cultures, experiences, and history that may not resemble your own. And so your own natural inclination to play make-believe allows you to inhabit the minds and feelings of others. A social justice unit expanded your understanding of the history of struggle in this country. The reading of Wonder in the 5th grade made you consider the complexities of both difference and acceptance through Augie Pullman. And again, in the upper school, you develop your ability to care through the buddy program, teamwork on the field, leadership positions, and the study of more literature, history, and current events. But there is one example that stands out in particular that we were all lucky enough to participate in this year. That would be the Elijah School visit. Though some of you expressed quiet apprehension, you all became exactly who you needed to be to meet the needs of your buddies and to help them enjoy this place as much as you do. Peter conjured up some boundless kind of energy to keep up with Trevi. Bella did the same with Natalie. Carson became a singer-songwriter for Gianna. Sid shared his expertise on dinosaurs, and in exchange became a student on Thomas the Tank Engine. Emma and Jack perfected the jump scare and tummy tickle. These are just a few examples from this day. But most importantly, when the first Elijah School students set foot on campus, everyone in this 8th grade class was prepared to care. In a moment, they became every one of these children's closest friends. Of course, these are just the moments we've observed in school. Each of you has empathized privately with each other through your own personal hardships and challenges. And as you move beyond this place, you will continue to encounter opportunities to empathize. It's not going to be easy. It requires vulnerability, openness, sharing, and trust that right now at your age probably feels very hard to hand over to another person. It will be especially difficult to give the gift of empathy to those least like us, whom we may openly disagree with, to those who may be feeling fear, doubt, or shame, and to those who may have hurt us in the past. But we are all deserving of being understood, and there is no better time than now to communicate that to as many people as you can. As you embark upon your path set before you, remember that practicing empathy is daily work. Ultimately, the outcomes of being prepared to care, on its most basic level, can lead a step beyond feeling with and result in another beautiful thing: compassion. Even years down the road, when you perform acts of compassion for others, I hope you'll realize that those acts are Greenvale, and that this place and these wonderful people will always be with you in every act of empathy and compassion. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 22. Good luck.
The 8th graders elect from their class the student graduation speaker. This year, they've chosen Taylor Price. Known for her leadership, the student council, her athletic prowess, and her all-around good-natured disposition, it is not a surprise that her classmates voted her to be their student speaker today. Please join in welcoming Taylor Price.
Good morning, graduates, parents, Dr. Doherty, Miss Ayanada, faculty, and friends. About 3 years ago, I sat where you are sitting now, watching as my brother Justin received his diploma with the rest of the class of 2019. At this time, I remember looking at all the smiling graduates, feeling their enthusiasm for the future, and their hopefulness at starting a new journey. Watching their happiness, I remember feeling envious and impatient, wishing it were my graduation I was attending. At that time, 2022 seemed like such a lifetime away. But standing here today, I'm amazed at how fast the time to say goodbye has come. Back then, I took for granted that we'd have a full 3 years at Greenville. I thought we would have plenty of days to walk freely through the halls, to have the opportunity to experience cherished traditions, like going to Washington, D.C. or Boston. Little did we know that a global pandemic would shorten the time that I couldn't wait to end. Fortunately, through continued sacrifices, we've been able to come together and celebrate our graduation. Graduation is a time to look to the future and at all the limitless possibilities that lay before us. To start over as anything we wish to be or build on our dreams. Graduation is also a time of reflection. As I was writing this speech, my intention was to speak about our bright futures. However, my mind kept on going back to the past and reliving small and big memories, like my first day at Greenville or a funny moment with one of my classmates in homeroom. There were so many memories of people who've shown me kindness and taught me lessons that I'll never forget. Although I'm looking forward to moving to a new school, I realize that it is okay to look back on my time here and appreciate it for what it's been. Greenville isn't just an ordinary place that taught me how to read and write. The Greenville School and its community has been a place that helped shape the person that I am and who all of us are today, and I'll miss it terribly. When I started at Greenville in 2015, there were only 22 of us. Over the years, we've lost some students, we gained so many more. Because we were so small, we were able to build bonds that sometimes lasted only for the year we were on homeroom together, or if we're lucky, for years. It's hard to imagine that next year, most of us will not be together. It is easy to take for granted what you will believe will always be present, and not think about a time when it will be gone. Like Siddharth's spontaneous lectures about fish in class, or Carson's guitar playing, or Teddy's random comments in class, or Bess's enthusiasm, or Blaze, who we can always count on for a laugh. I could go on and on listing all my favorite moments and everything I'll miss, but I don't want Miss I to kick me off the stage. So I'll just spare the details. But what I want each of you to know is that you've all brought something special to this grade in your own individual way. Through our time together, we've built a camaraderie that I cannot wait to reminisce about during our reunions. I once read, if a student is lucky, they will have at least one school teacher who would always leave a lasting impression on them. My classmates and I have all been fortunate to have had teachers who've given so much of themselves to us. From nursery to upper school, so many teachers have dedicated themselves to not only educating us with basic knowledge, but also guiding us towards a better understanding of ourselves. Teachers like my first teacher, Mrs. I, who allowed me to grow in my own quiet way, or Mrs. Field, who taught us to be independent, or Miss Stewart, who shocked her entire English class by giving us a low grade on our first assignment. I thought she was being unfair. However, looking back, she taught us a valuable lesson about working hard, no matter the assignment, and never assuming anything is given. Mrs. Price, who in her own unconventional way, taught us one of the most important lessons we'll ever learn, to never limit ourselves, to step out of our comfort zones and take risks. Or Dr. Quinlan, who taught us that history isn't just about memorizing dates and events for a test, but a study of our past and our present. Dr. Quinlan respected our intelligence and our maturity by discussing difficult current events, allowing us to connect with both our future and our past. So many students have benefited from his deep knowledge and willingness to share it. Thank you, Dr. Quinlan. Also, on behalf of my classmates, I want to give a special thank you to Ms. Ayanada for her commitment to the students, teachers, and the Greenville School. Working together with you on eBoard has shown me how much you truly care about your students and want nothing but the best for us. We appreciate your hard work and your continuous support. Another special thank you to the custodial staff who worked to ensure we were all safe during the pandemic, the kitchen for preparing our lunches, the security staff for protecting us, and the entire administration for enduring the longevity of Greenville. Lastly, on behalf of the class of 2022, I would like to give a thank you to a group of people who usually don't get the appreciation they deserve, our parents. Thank you to all of the parents for giving us the opportunity and the privilege to attend such a special place. Without you, we wouldn't have the opportunity to be GVS graduates. So many parents have dedicated their personal time to bringing us together, from organizing my favorite event, the book fair, to the homeroom holiday parties. Your efforts have helped to make Greenville a more memorable place. The Greenville School isn't just a community made up of only teachers and students. It's a community that made all the more better by the commitment of all the parents. Thank you. As we move on today, I hope all of us who are leaving Greenville remember it as a place that served us well, that instilled in us a desire to strive better, to be our best selves, and to believe in our abilities. I believe that a Greenville student will leave a mark wherever we end up, and our futures will always be bright because we are lucky enough to be a part of the Greenville School. As a token of our gratitude, the class of 2022 will be donating a weeping willow tree to Greenville to remember all that was lost during the pandemic. It will be an enduring legacy to represent the strength, tenacity, and positive spirit of the class of 2022. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now, Ms. Catherine Ionato, the director of the upper school, will present the Lifer Pins.
Always make me cry this grade. I don't know why. Before I start, I'd like to on behalf of the faculty and staff, I would like to thank all the parents for the privilege and honor to spend this years with your children. We are grateful for the time we've shared, and they meant a lot to all of us. On to the Lifer Pins. We would like to especially recognize those students who have made the journey through Greenville from nursery through graduation. We refer to these students as lifers. The following students are recipients of this award. Hunter John Joseph Adamo, come up and get your pin. Sorry. Sophie Sear Benjamin. Theodore Christopher Davis. Briggs Lannon Dubuque. Pia Jahar. Richard Charles Lesperance. Eliza Bedrick O'Neill. Blaise Claremont Saad. Sophia Elise Tours. Jonathan William Versacchi. A lot of lifers. There we go. Congratulations. Okay, down you go. And now on to the 8th grade performance of Seasons of Love from Rent by Jonathan Larson. You're gonna, to the risers, 8th grade.
The awards given today are an important part of the school's tradition. Literally, they consist of medals, bowls, cups, and scrolls. Some of these are given or endowed by friends of the schools, and others are given by the school itself. The bowls and cups will have the winners' names engraved upon them, and the scrolls are given for the various prizes. The faculty of the Greenvale School awards the following prizes: the Buckley Award for Effort and Achievement. The Buckley Award is given each year to the student or students who show consistent effort and achievement in their studies. The winners may or may not stand at the top of their classes, but they have shown to the faculty the wonderful quality of persistence. They always do their best. This year, the Buckley Award goes to Emma Brock and Isabel Marie Gonzalez. The Head of School Award. Each year, the head of school awards several prizes at graduation, setting his own requirements, the faculty making suggestions. Every year, I like to talk about myself in the third person as well. After due consideration, the following awards are presented. For your happy and inclusive demeanor, exceptional intelligence, and commitment to the school community, John Mars Gillies. For your exceptional growth as a student, your unwavering commitment to academic excellence, and being a good friend, Pia Jahar. For your excellent attitude, leadership skills, and all-around good nature, which positively impacted the school community, Hugh John Weidinger. The Robert Fenwick Jackson Bowl for Excellence in Academic and Athletic Endeavor. Robert Fenwick Jackson was headmaster of Greenvale for 13 years. When he retired, the alumni gave this bowl in his honor. The winners must combine excellence in both academic and athletic endeavors. This year, the Jackson Bowl is awarded to Thomas John Cuddebeck and Sophia Elise Schwarz. The Thomas M. Bancroft Jr. Citizenship Award. This award is presented by the Greenvale faculty to a student or students who consistently exemplify strength of character. On a daily basis, these students demonstrate the qualities of good citizenship through their words and deeds, expressing respect, responsibility, and caring. By their actions, they enhance the quality of the Greenvale community. This year, the Bancroft Citizenship Award is presented to Carson Elizabeth Kammerer and Jonathan William Versacchi. The North Country Community Association Citizenship Award. For more than 40 years, the North Country Community Association has given a prize for citizenship at Greenvale. The school designates its winner from the graduating class. The specifications are: a good citizen is courteous and tolerant towards others, shows self-control in work and play, is a leader in showing good judgment and integrity, and is a cooperative person. This year, the recipient of the North Country Community Association Citizenship Awards are Taylor Rose Price and Emmett Ely Dixon. The Benjamin Farnsworth Vanderpool Award. This award honors the memory of one of Greenvale's greatest friends, Ben Vanderpool, who placed the highest value on the role of independent education in nurturing individual potential. The award goes to the graduating student or students who possesses unshakable loyalty to the school, to one who with humor, confidence, and resilience consistently perseveres for the betterment of the graduating class as well as the school community. This year, the recipient of the Vanderpool Award is Cecilia Graham. the Derby Medal for Strong Character. The Derby Medal, the highest honor presented to a student, is given in memory of Richard Derby Jr. by his parents. The winner need not be our best student or most skillful athlete, but must be a student with strong character, honor, and courage. Rare virtues are looked for in awarding this prize. The inscription on the medal reads, "What is excellent as God lives is permanent." The Derby Medal this year goes to Siddharth Morla.
Now we will present the diplomas. Sorry, some logistics up here. This year, the grade advisors will be reading the comments for the graduates. Ms. Daly's going to begin.
Evelyn Augusta Anderson. Although you have only spent a short time at Greenvale, you have made an indelible mark upon the school. Your energy, determination, and engagement were appreciated both in and out of the classroom. Balancing the demands of sports, basketball, lacrosse, and golf with the academic demands of Greenvale can be challenging, but you managed to excel at completing your work with care and precision, even with a fractured ankle. Thank you for all of the gifts you shared with us. You will be missed. Alexa Paige Cohen. Lexi, your growth and maturity as a student and an individual has impressed your teachers and peers alike. Your unwavering desire for success makes you a model student and valued member of the yearbook class. You single-handedly took on the immense task of the graduation superlatives and then went above and beyond by creating a visual representation of each. Your energy and enthusiasm for all that you do inspired other students to name you a gold captain, and you represented your team wonderfully on field day. Your kind-hearted and fun-loving nature will quickly endear you to those at your next school. Theodore Christopher Davis. Quick-witted, insightful, and caring, Greenvale has benefited from your varied talents and wonderful personality during your years here. A constant source of positive energy and enthusiasm in class and school-wide, you always illuminate a room, and your joyful voice will be missed in the hallways of the upper school. In the classroom, you excelled while always making learning fun and engaging for those around you. From the lacrosse field to the hockey rink, your proven leadership has inspired your peers to name you a Blue Captain. For all of these reasons and more, Teddy, we wish you the best and know your future is bright. Siddharth Morla. Perhaps no other student at Greenvale brought a commitment to his education than you, Siddharth. Always willing to participate in class, your presence gave life to discussions and learning and was genuinely valued by each of your teachers. Your teachers admired your ability to raise points and ask questions with purpose and sincere interest. Your knowledge of dinosaurs was an absolute delight to your Elijah buddy. Your hobby of keeping fish was one of many subjects you were well versed in that demonstrated your passion and responsibility. Although you consider yourself a non-athlete, you were a supportive teammate and loyal friend. You will be long remembered for all of your contributions. We cannot wait to hear all about your successes in high school and beyond. Sophia Elise Schwartz. Studious, athletic, and involved. Sophia, you are truly a triple threat. In class, your grades reflect your indomitable desire to excel and your natural love of learning, especially math and science. You represented the upper school with tremendous pride as a member of the student council and allowed your burgeoning leadership skills to shine. Self-confident and gregarious, your friends recognized your sense of compassion and motivation in the classroom and in athletics. Your teachers will remember your many strengths, and these qualities will no doubt lead to numerous successes in high school. Hugh John Weidinger. Hugh, your kind and mature nature, along with your unwavering commitment to hard work, was demonstrated towards your studies and athletics. A passionate hockey player, your positive attitude and dedication to your teammates was obvious and infectious. No matter what the activity, we could count on you to always stay true to who you are, smiling easily and enjoying the camaraderie of your classmates. With your two younger siblings, it's often been noticed that being their big brother and role model is a source of pride for you. We wish you all the best in the future. Emma Brock. Emma, your growth and maturity as a student and an individual has greatly impressed your teachers as well as your peers. Your unwavering desire for success, your hard work, and your determination has made you a model student. In addition, you are a valued member of the lacrosse team. As vice president of the student council, your leadership capabilities continually emerged. This very same energy and enthusiasm earned you the title of Gold Team Captain. The way you led your team on field day was admirable, and your team took home the trophy. There is no doubt that your kind-hearted and fun-loving nature will quickly endear you to those at your next school. We wish you the best of luck in your future. Carson Elizabeth Kammerer. You have an extremely kind nature that accompanies a quick smile and a wonderful singing voice. Your theatrical presence was always impressive, and we were all taken with your sense of self-confidence and individualism. You demonstrated this just recently with the Elijah School, when you sang and played the guitar, which calmed and delighted some of the students, making their visit so special. The pride that you take in your schoolwork was demonstrated on a daily basis. You were also an extraordinary contributor to the yearbook, creating the original artwork for the cover and a poem of reflection on the pandemic. Leadership opportunities are waiting for you at your next school. Congratulations. John Mars Gillies. Jack, your bright, cheerful nature has endeared you to all in the upper school. Your academic success and attention to detail, especially in math and science, reflects your commitment to learning and your self-discipline and maturity. On your crew team, you're positioned as the coxswain, which means you coordinate the rhythm and direction of the rowers. It's no surprise that you hold this important responsibility as it suits your strengths. Always willing to help others, and your friendly nature has made you stand out as an approachable leader, classmate, and friend. We wish you only the best in your high school years.
Isabella Marie Gonzalez. Bella, we admire your happy, positive nature and quiet leadership abilities. The care that you consistently show for others and mentorship with your little buddy was so genuine and just one of the reasons you are such a wonderful member of the graduating class. In the classroom, you have demonstrated the ability to address complex topics with maturity and ease. Your creative and theatrical talents have greatly impressed the entire Greenvale community. You are also a committed member of the yearbook staff, attending carefully to details and offering creative ideas for presentation. We look forward to hearing about your success. Richard Charles Lesperance. Richie, during your time at Greenvale, you were never without a collection of friends. Your presence throughout the school has been appreciated by both your teachers and peers. Your participation in our sports program was valued, and you significantly contributed to each team you joined. There were few who could compete with you athletically. Your football, lacrosse, and especially hockey skills were obvious to your coaches and teammates. You showed great humility and patience with your early childhood buddies as you gracefully handled their energy. You will be remembered fondly as a student, athlete, and a friend. We wish you the best of luck for next year and beyond. Daphne Lee, who's not present, but we should give her a round of applause. Michael John Bianco. Witty, outgoing, and a friend to all, Michael, you have demonstrated extraordinary achievements over your time here. Teachers note your growth, determination, and maturity. You have developed into a fine, confident young man with a love of crew and music. You have charmed your friends and faculty with energy and a kind-hearted nature. Your love and knowledge of geography has been apparent since your early years at Greenvale when you won the Geography Bee as a 4th grader. We are proud of how far you have come and expect great success in your future. Emmett Ely Dixon. Emmy, only one has to look to how you supported and worked with your buddy from the Elijah School to know the depth of your caring nature. You are truly an individual with a huge heart and quick wit. Your kindness, thoughtfulness, and creativity were obvious in the classroom and through your involvement in a variety of school events, from the plays to art club to robotics, where you were the first female to join. Your artistic talent is evident in the fantastic characters you create in your sketchbook. You are a positive force, nurturing those around you, and we will all miss you. Zachary Felice Civezi. Zach, when I first met you in 4th grade, it was obvious that you knew how to have fun and enjoy yourself. Your peers always looked to you for a good laugh. Your warm smile and sense of humor were always a bright spot in the school day, and I am happy to say that all these years later, nothing has changed. These attributes are the reason behind you making long-lasting friendships here at Greenvale. You came back from a serious injury to be of great support to the Blue Team on field day. In years to come, the faculty members will remember you fondly. Your infectious energy will be a loss for us, but a wonderful quality that you will bring to your next school, in the classroom, on the playing field, and on the ice. Good luck in your future endeavors. We will really miss you. Pia Jahar. Pia, you are the type of student every teacher loves to have in their classroom. You are highly focused, engaged, and ambitious. Added to that, you have a genuine kindness that makes you so special. You demonstrate this in all that you do, but specifically through your consistent, respectful behavior to teachers and peers, as well as your excellent sportsmanship on the athletic fields and when playing tennis. Never settling for less than your best effort, you constantly push yourself to succeed athletically, academically, and artistically, and musically. Your musical talents were demonstrated throughout your time at Greenvale. Your focus, compassion, and overall positive nature will certainly be missed. William Thomas Troyce. Will, you truly emerged as a focused and serious student during your 8th grade year. You have become a strong writer, and your ability to analyze information has sharpened. Athletically, you are skilled at tennis, golf, and hockey, and more importantly, your sportsmanship is admirable. Teachers have commented that you possess humility rarely seen in a middle schooler. You displayed outstanding compassion during the grades visit with the Eliza School, and your efforts were greatly appreciated by all involved. Thank you for what you brought to Greenvale, and best of luck for high school. Daniel Wang. Daniel, not only are you a supremely gifted student, but also a well-rounded person with a genuine desire to acquire knowledge and understanding in all that you do. Whether it is teaching English as a second language in your community, joining and excelling on your local crew team, or playing soccer, you enthusiastically jump into the activities that come your way. Academically, you are hardworking and focused with a wonderful work ethic. We are excited to see what you will accomplish in the future, as we know you will continue to succeed. We wish you all the best in high school.
First of all, I just want to thank Taylor. All right, easy. I want to thank Taylor for those beautiful words this morning. I was truly moved, so thank you. And I don't have a chance to do this, so I did want to say farewell and thank you to all of you who have been part of the ride over a pretty wild 26 years. I'm going to miss this place very deeply, particularly the absolutely remarkable people sitting over to my left, as well as those to my right in the penalty box. So just thank you, but let's get on to the people who truly matter. Oh, I can't believe Sonone made you do that. Let's begin. Bess Francis Bardong. Oh, the finale of the legendary Bardongs. Bess, your bright and cheerful presence and nature has helped make you a wonderful part in the halls of the upper school. Your academic success, desire to examine material from a more profound perspective, reflects your commitment to your studies. You have a natural curiosity about world events and always ask pertinent questions concerning the multifarious challenges faced by so many around the world today. A voice of enthusiasm and leadership in softball, your energy is incontrovertible. Always surrounded by a group of laughing and smiling friends, your amiable disposition is obvious, and we know that you'll thrive in high school. Congratulations. Stella DiPasquale. Stella, your growth and maturity as a student and individual has impressed your teachers and embodies your work ethic. This year has been a particularly wonderful year for you as you gain more confidence, and with that, we saw more of your personality. You demonstrated tremendous enhancement with writing, and your study skills and preparation are nonpareil. Your kindness shown to the visiting students of the Elijah School concretized your willingness to help others. You always persevered to do your best, persevered always to do your best in the classroom, and we will expect great success in your future. We'll miss you, and good luck. Quentin Innes. Always a joyful presence, Quentin. Your laugh was ubiquitous in the halls of the upper school. In class, your hard work rewarded you with impressive grades and the admiration of your teachers. With an aspiration to achieve the highest level of success in all that you do, your energy could never be curtailed. From Harkness table discussions to athletics to spirited debates about gaming, your natural enthusiasm was incontestable. Your next school is gaining a well-rounded student who encompasses the foundations of a liberal arts education. Fun-loving, very quick sense of humor, you will long be remembered at Greenvale, and congratulations. Peter Mayhew Jervis. Closing out the Jervis family at Greenvale, Peter, your friends always spoke of your incredible athletic ability and great sense of humor. In class, the faculty respected your commitment to always doing your best and your frequent successes. You readily struck a balance between the rigors of 8th grade with your frequent lacrosse and hockey demands. Even as your athletic regimen seemingly took you around the country, you never missed an assignment and always completed each task with a clarity and devotion to precision befitting of your personality. Your intellectual acquisitiveness made you an outstanding member of our Global Studies class, and I looked forward to the questions and comments you had every week. Quick to laugh, imbued with a maturity, you are ready to emerge as a true leader in your next school setting. Eliza Bedrick O'Neill. Eliza, your growth as a student has been inspiring to each of your teachers. You depart Greenvale a confident graduate with all the skills necessary to thrive in high school. Your unwavering desire for success in both athletics and academics makes you the definition of student athlete, as you were able to harmoniously balance those two very different worlds. Writing was and always has been a particular source of strength for you, as your work consistently reflected a maturity and level of insight that's well beyond your years. Your work ethic is matched only by the warmth of your spirit, which one witnesses wherever you go. Your next school is incredibly fortunate to have you within their student body. Jonathan William Versacchi. John, your commitment to the school was undeniable, and your success was the result of a peerless dedication to your work. Whether in class, on the baseball diamond, or even facilitating the faculty student book club, you are an emerging leader that inspires and teaches those around you without ever being demeaning. You never eschew the smallest of details and strive to learn all you can about every subject you study. You have an intransigent desire to excel, and this will guarantee your success in the future. Based on the increasing maturity you displayed this year, you stand on the precipice of school leadership in the near future. We wish you all the best, hope you visit, and one more thing. Your grandmother is the coolest person who works here.
Hunter John Joseph Adamo. Hunter, your bright, cheerful nature has endeared you to many in the upper school. Your day usually began with a sprint across campus to homeroom. We all enjoyed your genuine effort to get to class on time. Your academic success and attention to detail, especially in math, reflects your commitment to learning. Your maturity allowed you to achieve success in various activities both inside and outside of Greenvale. Your active involvement with your crew team and regattas have taught you the power of synchronous teamwork. Although your journey ends here, you begin a new chapter in your life which will be filled with new opportunities and experiences. Embrace them and remember, the sky's the limit for you, Hunter. Go and do wonderful things. Briggs Lannon Dubuque. Briggs, you have a presence that is both comforting and engaging. Your gregarious nature mixed with quick wit and a solid work ethic have made you a well-rounded and valued member of the class. Not only are you a talented student, but you are readily praised as an incredible squash player. Your math and science teachers in particular notice your ability to problem solve, raise points, and ask questions with purpose and sincere interest. Your success in math was evident with your gold medal in the math competition. You are a confident and thoughtful student, which was displayed during classroom discussions. With your captivating stage presence and the ability to maintain the attention of an audience, you quickly moved on to the second round of the speech contest. You will be long remembered for all of your contributions to Greenville. Sades Davidman Green. Sades, your kind and humorous nature has brought warmth and laughter to your classmates. Your friends describe you as a loyal and caring individual. Your dedication to learning was valued greatly by all of your teachers. We know that your passion for advocating important causes will help you make the changes you'd like to see in this world. Sades, your hard work and work ethic helped you achieve success in your classes as well as in ensemble. It was wonderful to see your talents shine and hear your beautiful singing voice in the upper school play and concerts. Thank you for all of your gifts that you have shared with us. You will be greatly missed. Good luck to you. Emil Luciano Pasic. Emil, athletically talented and competitive fire, you contributed greatly to the soccer, basketball, and baseball teams, not only with your skills, but with your emerging leadership qualities as well. In class, you were engaged and you took great pride in your work, traits that helped you find success academically. Your amiable nature earned you many friends along with the admiration of your teachers. Your vocal success, culminating in your Carnegie Hall performance, was a tremendous feat. Your peers recognized you as a good friend, and as Blue Captain, you showed great leadership. Your love of learning, musical talent, and athleticism, especially in soccer, will undoubtedly bring you great success in high school and beyond. Best of luck, Emil. Taylor Rose Price. As class president, you have led the school with a calm hand and creative mind. Always surrounded by friends, your presence has enhanced the quality of life in the upper school. You have earned the respect of your teachers and peers and are always willing to give of yourself to others. Kind-hearted and highly motivated, you enjoyed academic success in all classes and also as a speech contest finalist. Your love of science and talents in music and art are traits that will take you far in life. There is no doubt that your future school will be enriched by your presence. You will be greatly missed, and best of luck to you in high school. Zoe Seamus. Zoe, you've made numerous contributions to Greenvale throughout your years here, but you truly excelled in the 8th grade. Your high energy and outgoing spirit made you a friend to all. You are a stellar student, diligent, conscientious, and determined in all that you do, which rewards you with truly impressive grades. A skilled dancer, an animal lover, Zoe, you did a masterful job balancing your Greenvale workload with the demands placed upon you outside of school. Your talent and growth in ensemble was evident in the spring concert, playing with both the ensemble and chorus. For all of these reasons and more, we are confident of your impending success in high school.
Sophie Sear Benjamin. Sophie, you are an excellent student with a strong intellect and an inquisitive mind, regularly asking probing questions and thinking deeply. On top of that, you have a competitive nature, rich organizational skills, and a commitment to your studies. This is a recipe for future academic success. Your work this year on the Student Council was invaluable to the entire GV community, as we could rely on you to always follow through on your commitments, whether it was bagel sales, snack carts, buddies, spirit days, just to name a few. More importantly, you modeled leadership behavior for your peers and the students in the lower grades. We will miss your dedication to your studies and to our school. Thomas John Cutterback. Tommy, your friends always spoke of your incredible athletic ability and great sense of humor. In class, the faculty respected your commitment to doing your best and to your frequent successes, as we learned yesterday with the highest academic average in the grade. As goal captain, your leadership and school spirit led your team to a great field day. Few could compete with your ability and commitment to your many sports, such as football, lacrosse, and hockey. Speaking to that competitive spirit, our advisory counted on your Sudoku ability and general knowledge to conquer the lunch quizzes, bringing us to victory. Be yourself, Tommy, and you will be a leader in your next school. We know you'll make us proud. Cecilia Graham. Cece, you are already a young woman of heart. You have wonderful leadership skills and will surely bring that trait with you to your next school. As a Blue captain and a homeroom rep, you were involved in the implementation of many school events this year. Your dedication and commitment were evident in your efforts with the yearbook, and in planning the visit from the Elijah School. Moreover, your time with your Elijah buddy allowed your personal maturity and compassion to shine through. You have been a steady, reliable force this year, regardless of the size or variety of the task. We will miss you and your efforts, but we know you are well on your way to making good changes in our world. Rex Otto. Rex, your easygoing manner, along with your compassion and upbeat personality, will be long remembered at Greenvale. Your sense of humor often emerged in class and was certainly among the many reasons you were surrounded by a good number of friends. You thrived in the humanities, particularly history, where you discussed a multitude of topics with expertise and sophistication. You also enjoyed engaging in discussions with your teachers and peers and sharing knowledge whenever you could. Beyond the classroom and speaking to your character, you take responsibility for your actions, even when that is not the easy way out. This type of earnestness will serve you well in your next school setting and beyond. Helena Peters. Helena, you have a genuine kindness that is evident throughout the day. We note the simple, generous act of taking down the chairs in homeroom, not just for yourself, but for the entire class most mornings, and then the more meaningful act as you hosted your buddy from the Elijah School. You were quietly welcoming as you got to know him in your unassuming way. Your creativity allowed you to single-handedly plan and organize a sensory station that our guests thoroughly enjoyed. With the yearbook, your fine eye for photography and page design, along with your attention to detail, made you a leader in class. Never settling for less than your best effort, you consistently push yourself to succeed in all that you do. Your competitive spirit was apparent with our lunch quizzes and on the athletic field. I know you will use all these gifts as you embark on the next part of your journey. Blaze Claremont Sod. Blaze, anyone in the upper school will attest to the fact that you enjoy the camaraderie of friends, the value of teamwork, and the passion demonstrated in intellectual discourse. Your teachers this year have noted significant growth in and ownership of your education. This is most obvious by your thoughtful questions in class and knowing when to find the clarification you need. In addition, you have been a moral compass in our homeroom discussions, often pointing out those marginalized or overlooked in our world. This social and emotional maturity will serve you well as you leave GV behind. We wish you only the best. That is it.
Congratulations to the class of 2022.
Graduates, parents, teachers, trustees, and friends, we're honored to have you at Greenvale's graduation day, which always proves to be a momentous occasion in the lives of our graduates. My words are meant for you, graduates, but before I dive in, let me say thank you to people who surround you. First, I turn to the parents. This group of parents has a few unique qualities that need to be pointed out. This is the last year at Greenvale for 24 of you. There are 6 parents here who went to Greenvale, the earliest starting in 1974, and one parent whose mother was a teacher here as well. For one parent, it has been 19 years as a parent at Greenvale, and for the next family, 17 years. In total, you represent 234 combined years on campus with 49 different students. That's a lot of tuition. Your partnership with us has been critical to the school, a relationship that has blossomed into a friendship with the school and with me. You can leave today feeling confident that your child is one step closer to being a conscientious adult with a deep sense of what matters now more than ever. Thank you. To the trustees, your commitment to our mission has helped make the school year an excellent one. Your teamwork, generosity, and care set a tone for us to follow. Thank you. To the faculty, at the last graduation, your ability to make school feel normal in a very unnormal moment was momentous. We came into this school year hoping it would feel more straightforward than the year before, but in some ways it proved more difficult. And then, once it finally started to feel more normal, at the end, it meant the floodgates opened with a flurry of activities, all of which took a tremendous amount of time and effort. Yet, through it all, you kept the kids in mind first. Thank you. And to all the other Greenvale staff members, your utter commitment to this school was on display daily throughout the year. You helped make the school run smoothly and played such a pivotal role in bringing back essential events to the school again. Thank you. To the Greenvale class of 2022, congratulations. We've made it to your graduation day and are ready to celebrate your talent, your growth, and your accomplishments. We're better because of you. The last few years have had more twists and turns than ever, but you've made it. Since March, when the masks came off, the school has felt a little more normal, and it is all because of your leadership this spring that made this year so tremendous. In front of me, such an incredible group of young adults ready to take on the world. I look at you with great pride for all you have accomplished, despite everything that was thrown at you. Today, I want to make a few important points that I've learned from you. I'm going to do this through the poetry of Mary Oliver. Mary Oliver is an American poet who often writes about the connection between nature and self. Her words about being your best self remind me all of you. First, I want to read from the excerpts from the poem Dogfish. Dogfish. You don't want to hear the story of my life, and anyway, I don't want to tell it. I want to listen to the enormous waterfalls of the sun. Mostly, I want to be kind. Well, I don't want to dwell on COVID. It is impossible not to mention its impact on this moment and you. Every year of your middle school experience has been impacted by the pandemic. But COVID is not your story. You've made the best of each experience put in front of you. You don't want to tell just that story. Instead, yours is a story of listening and kindness and appreciation. You've learned to listen and appreciate what is offered, and perhaps most importantly, you've been kind to each other. While notions of kindness are sometimes elusive in middle school settings, they do exist here, and you've made it a priority to help each other. I've learned from you to listen, to be humble, and to be kind. So, my first lesson from you is, your resilience is remarkable. You are flexible, humble, and you are kind. The next excerpt from a Mary Oliver poem is called Don't Hesitate. If you suddenly and unexpectedly feel joy, don't hesitate. Give in to it. It could be anything, but very likely you notice it in the instant when love begins. Anyway, that's often the case. Anyway, whatever it is, don't be afraid of its plenty. Joy is made to be more than a crumb. Your class is full of joy. Maybe sometimes more joy than we can handle. But typically that's a good thing. You always give into your joy. You feel its power. You notice it. That joy leads to connection, to love, and to learning. I think you want more than anything to simply be together. And when the conditions were correct, that connection brought incredible joy. I'm not worried that you'll see joy as a crumb, but I never want you to give up on this notion. I'm reminded of the online dance parties you attended during COVID and the party this fall. You entered these moments to have fun without worrying without worrying that others may not appreciate your energy. You had enough confidence in yourself to make the best of every moment put in front of you, even when that felt risky. You lead with joy. Even when you need to work hard, you do it with joy. Enter your new school with joy, and lots of it. It will continue to bring you inner love. So my second lesson from you is, you marvel at your life, you're never afraid to laugh, so you keep giving in to the joy. The next excerpt from a poem I'm going to read is from Summer Day. Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one and precious life? This year, all of you take the time to think about your future. You had to think about the right kind of school that would allow you to succeed. You took time to say, what matters to me? You did this well beyond the classroom. Your dancers, your lacrosse players, hockey players, your scientists, your musicians, your potential is endless. You know that you're heading in the right direction and know you don't have it all figured out yet. It is that notion that is most critical. When I read, what is your plan with your one wild and precious life? I don't think that you know exactly what you will be as an adult, but instead, you know that you're interested in learning more, which makes you work hard. As you know, I regularly walk around school and pop into classes, and for whatever reason, I've seen your class in science more often than not. I watched you diligently take notes on more than one difficult idea, and more importantly, was impressed with the depth of your questions. You always took the extra time to engage with the material deeply. I know this didn't just happen in science, but it was impressive. At the same time, when I saw you in art class, you would take the time to explain to me what your vision was of the work you were going to be doing in an equally engaging way. So the next lesson you taught me, have a fascination with learning. It helps you work hard as well. In conclusion, I want to read an excerpt from the final poem by Mary Oliver titled Sometimes. Perhaps if I were more bold, I would have only read this one poem to you because it captures what I believe you do and what you want to continue to do. Sometimes. Pay attention. Be astonished. Tell about it. Again, pay attention. Be astonished. Tell about it. There's little to add to the power of this poem, and you have already been living it. Keep paying attention, even as the material gets more complicated. Keep being astonished by each other, what you are learning, and the world. Tell about it. Articulating what you know, telling your story, and listening to others is critical. So what are those lessons I've learned from you? Number one, your resilience is remarkable. You are flexible and humble, and you are kind. Number two, you marvel at your life and are never afraid to laugh. So keep giving in to the joy. Number three, you have a fascination with learning. It helps you work hard as well. And number four, pay attention, be astonished, and tell about it. Thank you. I will now ask Reverend Gideon Pollock to do the benediction.
God, you are revealed in kindness, generosity, love, and faithfulness. Preserve and protect these young people. Inspire them to live lives marked by a hunger for goodness and a thirst for righteousness and truth. Give them an impatient restlessness for a vision of the world as it could be, and inspire them to be leaders beyond these walls. And we ask your blessing on this community to renew us for your service. And all this we ask in your name. Amen.
The ceremonies of the class of 2022 graduation of the Greenvale School are closed. Please remain seated during the recessional.